Hey goons, welcome back to another Mopium Productions video. In today's video, I am still feeling absolutely demolished and sick and horrible and all of the above. I guess my voice is still normal, so that's... Okay, what the hell did I just do there? My voice is back, but I'm still pretty congested. Whatever I have is still hurting me and making me want to kill love myself even more. But yeah, today's video I wanted to talk about what the hell? In today's video I wanted to talk about Fire Force. I actually want to talk about the stuff I was talking about yesterday, or in yesterday's video. So I was saying that the story was kind of mid, and honestly it is still kind of mid, but season 3 actually made the story a little more interesting. It's not as generic. Like, I feel like you can still kind of tell the twist, but like they introduced like one or two more twists in season 3 that I was like, wait, I actually could not predict that at all. Like, that was okay. Like, that was genuinely insane. And they were actually really cool twists, and I was like, okay, I like where this story is going. And I'm almost done with the season. I think I have like 4 episodes. What? Okay, I think I have like 4 episodes left. So I'll let you guys know by tomorrow what I think of it. But yeah, no. Before season 3, the story was probably like a 5 or 6 out of 10. But after season 3, it's honestly now like a 7.5 or like an 8 out of 10. Like the new twists were really cool. But the audio or the soundtrack or whatever is still a little like lackluster for me. But you know, I guess you can't win them all. And I'm really looking forward to the finale. I think the finale is coming out in like 4 days or something like that. And so it would be really cool if at the end of the finale they were like, oh, by the way, we're doing a remake of Soul Eater, because for those of you who don't know, the Soul Eater anime finished before the manga was done. So the anime has a completely different ending to what the manga has. And let's just say the anime ending is not very well liked. When I watched it as a kid, I didn't think it was too bad. I was like, it was a little weird for me, but I was like, you know what, it's serviceable, right? It's not like anything crazy, but it's serviceable. Like, I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be online. So, you know, if you're just watching the Soul Eater anime, I'd recommend it. I'd still recommend it. The ending, like I said, is a little lackluster, but at least it's serviceable, right? So ever since the manga was completed and had a different ending than the anime, people have been calling for like a Soul Eater like remake, essentially, kind of like with Full Metal Alchemist and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And I am actually one of those people. I would love to see a Soul Eater remake, mainly because like Soul Eater was one of the first animes I watched when I was a kid, and I think a big theme in Soul Eater is like, you know, being comfortable with like chaos and being comfortable with death and stuff like that. And you know, I think I was like probably 9 when I watched this anime, and to be honest, when I was like 9, I was really scared of death. Like, I was really anxious about just anything that could kill me. Like any situation I'd be in, the first thing that would be in my mind is like, how can I die in this situation, right? And so I guess you could say I had a hard time like dealing with that idea of like, you know, anything can kill me at any moment's notice, right? And I don't know why I was thinking like that when I was 9, but yeah, so watching Soul Eater helped me calm my nerves down, I guess, and accept death for what it is, right? That's the whole thing in Soul Eater. Okay, what the fuck? But yeah, like I said, it's also like embracing madness and chaos, and and stuff like that. It's a pretty cool anime, honestly. My favorite thing about Soul Eater is honestly the style and the music. The music is so incredibly hard. It's genuinely so good, and I feel like for the time that it came out, like what was it, 2008, 2009? Like I feel like it's really ahead of its time. So like I said, if the finale was like, oh yeah, by the way, we're making a Soul Eater remake at the end, I would love Fire Force would be like a 9 out of 10 for me. In terms of like, I don't know, I love Soul Eater. Like I just love Soul Eater. It could be bias, you know, like what is it, like nostalgia bias or whatever. But I genuinely love Soul Eater. Like it's so cool. It's such a good anime. It has fan service, which, you know, some people don't like, and I'm one of those people. I hate unnecessary fan service. I hate, you know, fan service that's just in your face. It gets really annoying after a while, right? And that was another thing I was going to say about Fire Force. I've noticed less and less fan service in it. So, you know, there's only really like a lot of fan service in the first 2 seasons, I would say. And like I said, it's just one character that really has fan service. Like her whole power is kind of fan service. And I don't remember if I said it in the last video, but her ability of like fan service actually saves her from like a pretty big threat, like 2 or 3 times, which, you know, is like it's a little weird, but yeah. Anyways, I recommend both Fire Force and Soul Eater. The only thing I hate about Fire Force is just, you know, you have to wait so long for the twists, and like the twists aren't too crazy. Like you still can't predict them. Like I don't think any normal person would predict them. But it's not that crazy of a twist. It's like, oh shit, you know. And one of the critiques of the Soul Eater anime is that like it doesn't really feel complete by the end. Like it just kind of feels like stuff happens and then that's it. But whereas with Fire Force, it feels like things are being completed. Like things are being introduced and then they get completed. But my other complaint about Fire Force actually is that there are way too many characters. And you can kind of tell because like I'm almost done with season 3, and I was sitting there thinking like, wow, I haven't really seen a lot of interactions with this character or that character. And there's a lot of characters where I'm like, I haven't seen a lot of interactions between, or for this character, which, oh, that was really scary. I think I went negative. Okay, I went positive somehow. Hell yeah, dude. But yeah, so, we got 2 more minutes, so I'm gonna hold you by the balls when I say this. Like, you know, watch Fire Force and Soul Eater if you want to or not. I would recommend watching Soul Eater first. Soul Eater, it's funny because I say that Soul Eater was ahead of its time, but it's also a product of its time. Like a lot of the things in Soul Eater, I don't think you really see in modern anime anymore. Just because like people have moved on and they don't want to see that kind of thing anymore. So Soul Eater is like a weird anime where, like I said, it's ahead of its time, but it's also product of its time. But I still highly recommend it. Soul Eater, top tier. In terms of like animation, music, like, you know, aesthetic, like everything besides the story, I would give Soul Eater a genuine 10 out of 10. But the story and then like, I guess character dynamics or characters itself, I'd give it like a 7 or 8 out of 10. Like it's not crazy. Like, I don't really remember there being any insane plot twists in the anime. I think a lot of the things you can kind of figure out on your own. But I remember the manga having some plot twists that were like, oh, whoa, what? Because I actually just finished reading the manga, I think 2 years ago. And honestly, I didn't like the manga ending either. A lot of people glazed the manga's ending, but I didn't really like it either. So hopefully there's a Soul Eater remake that, you know, has a good ending, does a good job with characters, and follows the manga up until like, you know, the last few chapters, and maybe tweak the ending a little bit. But yeah, so if you want to get into Fire Force, I would highly recommend you watch Soul Eater first and then go into Fire Force. But yeah, other than that, I hope you guys have a great day. Please subscribe, please subscribe, please subscribe, please subscribe.